Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work.
Hey guys, hey! It's your super mayor, Tiffany Henyard, the people's.
The Secret Empire of Tiffany Henyard. A Scandal Unveiled. What if I told you that a small-town mayor was secretly running a billion-dollar global empire? Meet Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, who is now at the center of a scandal that's shaking the very foundations of local politics. Picture this. Dolton is $7 million in debt, yet the mayor is accused of spending $67,000 on travel in just 5 months. As her town faces financial ruin, she seems to be living a life of luxury, but this is no ordinary political controversy. Whispers suggest that Henyard's story goes far deeper than it appears on the surface. From humble beginnings, Tiffany Henyard climbed her way to becoming one of the most powerful figures in Dolton, capturing 82% of the vote in her mayoral race. On the outside, her charm and promises of fixing roads, creating jobs, and revitalizing the town won her immense support. However, behind the curtain of political success lies a world filled with scandalous rumors that could shake Dolton to its core. What if her sunny public persona was hiding a secret so shocking that it threatened to bring down her entire empire? A town in financial trouble. To understand just how dire things are, let's dive into the financial chaos unfolding in Dolton. The town, once a hopeful community, is now drowning in over $7 million of debt. Vendors are suing the town for unpaid bills, and public services are deteriorating. But amid this turmoil, Mayor Henyard's spending seems to be completely out of control. Just in the first 5 months of her term, she racked up $67,000 in travel expenses. The town is sinking, but the mayor appears to be living large on taxpayer money, staying in luxury hotels and dining at high-end restaurants. One particularly glaring example is her trip to Atlanta, where her entourage spent over $9,300 on expenses for just one trip, more than what many people in Dolton earn in a month. Critics ask why the town's money is being funneled into extravagant trips when there are potholes left unfixed, unpaid workers, and services being slashed. The question of where all the money is going becomes even more pressing when rumors of her alleged secret empire begin to circulate. The allegations, secret empires, and cartel connections. It's not just about overspending. Allegations are swirling that Henyard's activities might be tied to far more sinister dealings. Some whisper that she's involved with criminal organizations, even as far as the cartels. Could a small-town mayor really be linked to international crime syndicates? These rumors paint a picture of a double life. By day, she's cutting ribbons and kissing babies, and by night, her connections allegedly extend far beyond Dolton's borders. While these claims are shocking, they're not entirely without merit. Sources close to the investigation suggest that Henyard's finances are under scrutiny by the FBI, not just because of the lavish travel expenses, but due to suspicions of something much larger, potential involvement in a global money laundering scheme. This might explain the staggering amounts of money and why a mayor of a town with just 20,000 residents would need protection fit for a head of state. The extravagant security detail. This brings us to another major point of controversy: Henyard's security detail. For a mayor of a small town, it's highly unusual to have a security team that costs over $1 million a year. These are not just a couple of bodyguards either. She has an entire squad of police officers from Dolton's force assigned to her around the clock, even on personal errands and out-of-town trips. One officer, Terry Young, reportedly clocked in 303 hours in a single pay period, earning a paycheck of $113,000 for just 2 weeks of work. It's no wonder that the town trustees are up in arms over this. They argue that the money being spent on Henyard's security could be better used for public safety, hiring more patrol officers, and addressing the needs of the community. But Henyard has stood firm, refusing to explain or justify the exorbitant costs. Her refusal to cooperate has only added to the suspicion that something much bigger is going on behind the scenes. The whistleblower. Carmen Carlisle speaks out. In every scandal, there's always someone willing to blow the whistle. In this case, it's Carmen Carlisle, a former ally of Henyard, who is now speaking out about the mayor's alleged misdeeds. According to Carlisle, Henyard has manipulated employees and vendors to maintain her influence while burning through taxpayer money at an alarming rate. Carlisle didn't hold back, accusing Henyard of engaging in unethical and predatory behavior throughout her time in office. Carlisle's allegations have only fueled the fire surrounding Henyard, and now the former mayoral supporter is one of her most vocal critics. Carlisle's claims suggest that Henyard is playing a dangerous game, keeping her allies close but disposing of anyone who questions her authority. Lawsuits and financial mismanagement. As if the allegations from Carlisle weren't enough, Henyard is also facing a mountain of lawsuits. There are currently 22 lawsuits filed against her, many of which come from former employees who claim they were wrongfully terminated. It seems that anyone who dares to stand up to Henyard or speak out against her is quickly shown the door. The high turnover rate in her administration has raised eyebrows, with many former supporters now turning against her. One such case involves Keith Freeman, Henyard's former chief of staff, who has been indicted for bankruptcy fraud. Henyard has tried to distance herself from Freeman, claiming that she was misled about financial decisions. However, it's hard to ignore the growing number of legal battles piling up against her, and the questions about her judgment and leadership continue to grow. The FBI investigation. Digging deeper. The FBI's investigation into Henyard's financial dealings goes far beyond her travel expenses. According to sources close to the case, they've uncovered millions of dollars in cash stashed away in her home, raising suspicions of a much larger money laundering operation. These developments have led investigators to dig deeper into her global connections, looking for links to criminal organizations and illicit financial transactions. This level of scrutiny has turned Henyard's world upside down. Her once untouchable status is now being challenged by both federal investigators and the court of public opinion. If the rumors are true and Henyard is involved in a global crime network, it could be one of the most shocking political scandals of the decade. The charity controversy. Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. Adding to the growing list of controversies is Henyard's personal charity, the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. On the surface, the charity appears to be a noble effort, promoting breast cancer awareness and other causes. However, critics claim that the foundation is far from transparent, with some accusing Henyard of using it as a vehicle for personal gain. One particularly suspicious donation came from the Thornton Township Board, which allegedly gave $10,000 to the foundation the same day it was founded. The timing raised red flags for many, as it seemed the donation was made before the charity was even fully established. This has only fueled the rumors that Henyard's foundation might be more about cold, hard cash than genuine charity work. Henyard also organized a trip to Springfield to promote her foundation. The trip, which was supposed to be about raising awareness for breast cancer, ended up costing taxpayers over $1,000. And to make matters worse, the state lawmakers Henyard was supposed to meet with weren't even in town during her visit. Former ally Carlisle has accused Henyard of using public funds to promote her pet project, claiming that Henyard wasn't honest about the foundation's finances. These accusations, combined with the ongoing FBI investigation, have only deepened the cloud of suspicion hanging over Henyard. What lies ahead for Henyard? With the FBI investigation heating up and more people speaking out, the future looks uncertain for Tiffany Henyard. Once seen as the shining star of Dolton, she's now at the center of a storm that threatens to bring down not only her political career, but her entire empire. If the allegations are true, Henyard's actions may have far-reaching consequences beyond her small Illinois town. In the court of public opinion, Henyard is already being called America's worst mayor. Former supporters are now some of her harshest critics, with calls for her resignation growing louder every day. Many are left wondering how this small-town mayor managed to go from local hero to national scandal in such a short time. As the FBI continues its investigation and more details come to light, one thing is clear: the story of Tiffany Henyard is far from over. Whether she can weather the storm or if it will spell the end of her political career remains to be seen. But for now, the world watches as the once promising mayor of Dolton faces the fight of her life. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. It seems that with each passing day, there are more secrets to uncover and more questions to be answered. Could this be the biggest political scandal of our time? Only time will tell.